Alright, so today there was no news. I was not at the charts today. But we did confirm this as a displacement. We did not come down to trade back into that. So we've officially displaced out of this range and we've taken out the Fed high here. I'm just going to mark that out. Fed, Fed level. So yeah, we do have a market structure shift here. Alright, 4 hour. Um, News tomorrow. There is Trump speaks tomorrow, and there's unemployment claims. So morning should still be okay to trade. And then Trump uh, speaks at 11 a.m. So there should be a nice move, a nice bit of volatility there. But yeah, so far we've just barely, taken out that Fed level, and we've just been dancing around. On the 1 hour, we had a little shift there, which you can see is in alignment with this daily fair value gap, which has been respected here. So a little daily there, and now we've got like a relative equal high situation here. Even though we did kind of soup that, um, it looks like we just ranged all day London, and then we opened and we just kind of ranged all day on the Dow. So we do have like a little um, inverse head and shoulders pattern here, relative equal highs here. So I expect this to be a nice little area of interest. Gonna set alert there. So yeah, 15-minute relative equal highs to the downside, not much. All right, that's basically it. Dow Jones Industrial Average stock chart. Not much to say there. It's just gone a lot higher. Regular trading hours for the Dow. Just a nice little gap there. Holy, look at those arrow candles. Wow. Literally just chopping all day. That's crazy. 1 hour candles. That's so funny. All right. But we do have equal lows here, looks like. I didn't really notice. Relative equal lows. 15 minutes. Oops. All right. So two little PDA, two little pools of liquidity here. Um, but yeah, since Trump's speaking tomorrow, could easily be a big move down. Um, just quickly looking at the flow before we dive too far into everything. And I'll screenshot these from my charts. Oh no. Yeah, Dow Jones is bullish with a lot of volume. Some significant stuff there going on. Russell was basically flat with the flows, but we we did have calls slightly be sold into the end of the day. Not much to say there. SPY flows. Just make sure it's really tight. SPY flows were like the same as yesterday with puts on top and calls on bottom, though the volume was in the calls. And then the tide was still bullish with put still riding up. So it does seem like there's still going to be at least a short-term pullback though once the tide flips bearish tomorrow. So same playbook as today. for the flow. Let me write that out on the flow. Net flow and tide. Bullish overall, but no. Starting to turn pretty bearish for a nice correction on tide, on SPY net, and tide started out bullish, but started to converge. Started to converge end of day. And NASDAQ, QQQ also flipped bearish with lots of call selling and put highs. And holdings were bullish. Okay. Last 2 days of Qs, yeah, still looks like we still need a correction given the premiums. So yeah, premiums are still bearish. But yeah, going on to the ES, we finally got a nice big move out of that. Convert, confirm this as a daily shift here. So it's a daily fair value gap and a market structure shift level. And so far we have shifted above this high, and we've taken out these relative equal lows here. So this is exactly what you want to see for a nice big reversal. This would be like the higher time frame drawn liquidity here. Now that we have everything for a really clean reversal, we've stooped a high, we've come into relative equal highs. This is a nice level support and resistance for a long time. So just going to note that there, and that's really clean. And now we're rejecting. 4 hour, yeah, we do have some shifts here, but those are obvious. 1 hour, we have a 1 hour bearish fair value gap here. This should be nice to key off of if we are bearish. 4 hour. So a nice red 4 hour fair value gap there. Market structure shift. 4 hour market structure shift fair value gap. That is the one you want to use. So yeah, that's really clean. It's starting to look pretty bearish here. Could just dump overnight, honestly, with the way it's looking. The obvious, easy target would be just a discount on this range. So if we're going to reverse here, we would just look for this daily. Just measure that out. Yeah, right at that daily fair value gap as an easy target, but probably could go lower into the coming days. Looking at SPY, we've got a nice big gap up there. And then relative equal highs at the all-time highs. So that's there. And extended trading hours, there you go. So yeah, maybe we get a soup though before we head back down. We'll see. Those highs are really smooth, but if you use the trend line there, it did take it out already. So I don't think it would need to come back up. There's a nice little gap here that's even during the extended hours. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, same levels there. QQQ, or NASDAQ, I mean. Came up, kind of made smooth highs there. Daily did create a shift here. So that's a green one. Daily market structure shift, at least for the current range. And we did shift above here, but it may be rebalanced. We did not take this high yet. And we line that up with the daily fair value gap. We do have SMT, a lot of it. So if ES comes in, takes out the all-time highs, then yeah, we would have bearish SMT on NASDAQ. NASDAQ was really strong today, I noticed. Big move out. Yeah, we got basically relative equal highs here. So that's just interesting to note that. 4-hour fair value gaps all the way up. 4-hour shift here. But so far looks like it's gonna be immediately rebalanced. So we'll see how that goes. 1 hour, tiny little market structure shift into there. I'd like to see something more clearly below this low, ideally. But technically it is there. And then just a big gap to fill to the downside. Whereas I should say, Qs did take out this high. Very interesting. So that is totally different. Failed that high, took out that high, SPY, okay, DIA. What is that we doing? Okay. Weird. And NASDAQ has not taken out that big sell-off there. Interesting. So yeah, no SMT at the highs besides on the futures charts, so that's kind of confusing. So maybe SPY does want to take out the high before it comes down. We'll see tomorrow. We don't want to trade these hours right now. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess we'll set an alert here for that to be taken out. We'll set an alert on SPY. Alert on SPY. Okay. As for SMT, we already kind of have an idea of that. I already know we do have lots of stuff on the chart. Oh man. ES, yeah, we do have SMT here. This is a range where you would want to trust the SMT. Maybe not this one. This one makes more sense. So yeah, it looks like everything is sort of there for the short. Um, Now we'd want to see some sort of uncharacteristic strength in Russell here against YM. I want to see for a short RTY show strength, SMT versus YM at highs for the short, and same thing, smaller time frame or at the POIs on SPY and NASDAQ, although, yeah, there's not much more to look into that. longs as we dip lower and make SMT with flows bullish. So very the same playbook as it's been all week basically. Um, if the flows look really bearish, then I'll hold a short way long unless ES isn't selling off. This is just the same playbook all freaking week. So yep, look for SMT longs. Very obvious, very obvious. You could literally long. I wouldn't really. I could long Russell, but I wouldn't really be longing. I would long anything, is what I'm saying. Sorry, but obviously I'd want to long Nasdaq and ES, and those are the easier ones. So yeah, that's basically it. Um, Obviously I want to see a range develop, so we could maybe on a smaller time frame. Let's look. Maybe there has been SMT already, which actually probably very likely. Yeah, look at that. So we had Dow Jones soup this high here, and boom, SMT with everything, SMT here. So the short may be underway. Um, we would want to see the flows or the tide be bearish though. That's just been the classic indicator. This could easily just come all the way back up, take out the high, and still manufacture these highs here too. So yep, just need time to align. Need to see mornings PA overnight, and if it dips down with displacement, that could mean we are bearish for real. And watch for a retrace short. Otherwise, I could see the high getting taken if we range overnight. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, on the smaller time frame, there are no really clean levels here yet. But yeah, I mean, looks just like a nice classic dip buy area because ES may take out this low, which would give Russell or Dow Jones, oh man, I can't talk, Nasdaq along there. So, yep, we'll look tomorrow. Cool. Think that's it. That's the plan. As for currencies, still waiting to see what happens here. No SMT, besides maybe a bullish one. So, anyways, not really trading that yet. And silver and gold. Silver did come down here and reaccumulate while gold's been looking distributy above these highs. That's exactly what you want to see at this high. Maybe one more hit to sweep out this high, a sharp one, and a sharp move down, and then that would probably be the high. So yeah, I want to see SMT still there and everything.